Hi, this is day 3 of the series for the 16 days of activism against gender based violence. So, today I'll be talking about the bystander effect while you know, plump up my face a little. What is the bystander effect? The bystander effect is a phenomenon where people who witness or are aware of an abusive situation do nothing to intervene or help the victim. Now, this thing called the bystander effect happens so often, and there are reasons why these people actually stand by and do nothing. So, what are the reasons for the bystander effect? The first reason is that they are not aware or they are unsure of what to do. They're not sure of how they're supposed to go about intervening or helping the victim. Another reason is assuming that someone else will take action. So you know that you're not the only person who is aware of something going on. Maybe your neighbor, one of the neighbors around you, is being abused by a husband, let's say domestic violence, literally almost every day. Her husband beats her. You're thinking, oh, I'm not the only person who knows about this. So many other people live around this area and they know. Why should I be the one to stop the domestic violence or stop what is happening? So there are a lot of people who have those kind of thoughts in their head, and so they feel like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. But the funny thing about this reason is that each of the neighbors are thinking the exact same thing. They are thinking, someone else is not doing it, why should I? Another reason is feeling uncomfortable. If you are an introvert like me and you're like, oh, I can't do this because I'm a shy person, I don't feel comfortable around these people, or what if he does something to me? What if the perpetrator harms me while I'm trying to help, and things like that. That's one of the reasons why people stand by and do nothing when a person is being abused or harassed. Wrong mindsets or knowledge about gender based violence. When people have the wrong mindsets about GBV, they they stand by and do nothing. They are not knowledgeable about how to help. They're not knowledgeable about what to do. And they always think, like I said, victim blaming. Victim blaming is also associated or categorized under the wrong mindset. So they feel, oh, it's the victim's fault. Why should I help the victim? The victim should have known better, and things like that. So that is one of the reasons for the bystander effect. Lack of policies addressing GBV in institutions or organizations. There are lots of institutions that just don't think it is necessary for policies to be in place in regards to sexual and gender-based violence, which is a very big mistake because these things happen so often. No awareness about GBV. Okay, I think I've already mentioned that. No awareness about GBV when people they're not aware of how to address GBV, what GBV is, how to identify it, and what to do about it. We've talked about the reasons. Next, we're going to talk about combat strategies. So, how do we combat bystander effect? What do we do about it? How do we, end it and make sure it is ineffective in our world? Okay, this is going well. Number one is providing education and raising awareness about GBV. Oh my God. We have to make sure that people are educated on gender-based violence, sexual and gender-based violence. They are educated on how to identify it, what to do about it, the bystander effect itself, and how to break out of the bystander effect, how to assess victim support services and things like that. Okay, encouraging and empowering bystanders to take action. So you teach them intervention techniques, you teach them assertiveness skills, and you promote a culture of accountability. Another combat strategy is establishing environments that promote safety, trust, and effective communication. Now, I think this particular one is for organizations and institutions, right? So you must make sure that the environment of your institution is one that allows comfortable and effective communication. Your environment must promote safety, it must promote trust, open communication where individuals feel comfortable talking about issues like the actual GBV issues. And you must make sure that your environment feels safe for everyone to make reports about gender based violence cases. Developing and implementing policies for GBV in your organization or institution. You have to develop policies that address GBV. Now, let's talk about some intervention techniques. What are some intervention techniques that you, as a bystander, can adapt or use when or if you are witnessing an abusive situation? One, ensure and prioritize your safety. If the situation does not seem safe for you to approach, make sure you seek the help of a professional. Two, obtain consent and permission from the from the survivor. If it's a situation where the survivor is not like in a dire situation, like in between life or death, because definitely if you see someone about to die, make sure you call the authorities, call a professional for help. Okay, but if it is a situation where the victim or the survivor is in the place to think through things before taking action, make sure you ask for consent. Make sure you take permission before taking actions. Don't go straight to calling the police. Ask. Create a distraction for the perpetrator so the victim or survivor can escape. Approach others around you for support or assistance. This is when there are other people witnessing or aware of the abusive situation. You go to them and be like, oh, I think enough is enough. We have to help this person. We have to make sure we assist this person. This person obviously needs help. So you ask them to come along with you to approach the situation, confront the perpetrator, and, help the victim get out of that situation. Number 5, call for support. If it's a situation that is very dangerous, and even if it is not, call for support. Call the authorities, call the police, call the emergency healthcare line, call victim support services. And number 6, provide emotional support. Encourage the victim or the survivor to seek medical attention, to get emotional and mental support or help, getting legal aid, and make sure you are empathetic when you validate the survivor's experience. You have to validate the survivor's experience, but be empathetic about it. Maintain the survivor's privacy. Don't go yabbing about like, this person, something happened, and you're telling everybody about what the survivor went through. Nobody asked you, first of all, and even if they did, it is not your place to share that story. Whenever or however the victim chooses to share their story, if they choose to share their story, it's up to the victim. Document relevant details. This is where video evidence comes in. You see something happening, it's a dangerous situation, you've probably called the authorities already, you've called a professional for help or support. You are actively videoing and picking up evidence of everything that's happening. And finally, consciously educate yourself. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, you're a child, consciously educate yourself about gender-based violence, how you can intervene as a bystander, trauma-informed care, and emotional support for victims. Like what you're doing right now, you're watching this video, you're educating yourself. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like this video, do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. I have the goal of reaching 30 subscribers by December 31st, and I have just 10 subscribers to go. So please subscribe, share this video, and like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you.